Oh, it's a beautiful evening. Just getting some service done on the Volkswagen, complete filter service all the way around. Tomorrow I'm going in to get a windshield, or not a windshield, side window for the Jeep. And I'll take it to the car wash and start the process of the differential rear axle. I also got a water roto pack today, came in, so when I'm out camping, you put water on the side, which will be good. Struggle is real trying to get things organized in my garage. I took out all my camping gear, got a new side window replaced today. Was $177 with tax. Still got some tape residue there from the duct tape. Still got so much things left to install before I can do the air compressor, this aux beam controller. This is the high lift mount that Steve had given me for the back of the Terraflex kit. It actually bolts onto this backside here, but I might modify that to use my locks I got, because I tossed those other brackets in there because they're pretty much useless to me now. Plus I still gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this cooler. Am I gonna use the fridge / freezer cooler, or am I gonna use the Dometic cooler? I'm not sure yet. Oh yeah, she's gross. Grass is starting to turn green, and I gotta turn the heater on in the garage because it's freaking cold out there.
Doms, you're eyeing up my tomato soup. You didn't used to like human food, but now all of a sudden you want to eat everything I'm eating. Is there a reason behind that? Is there? Are you trying to avoid me? Is that what you're trying to do? Is it? Do you want some chin scratches? No chin scratches? No, I know. Are you loved?
Disgusting out. Cold and rainy. Need to tackle this. It's late in the day. Being lazy. Tomcat would rather have me just slug around the house and chill out with him, but we need to get this done. And by get this done, I need to drain all the fluid, get that rear cap off, and my sway bar links, you guys can see, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Yeah, this is there's quite a bit. There's a chunk of metal. Chunk of metal off something. Yeah. Something has let go. Well, looks like I am rebuilding the rear end. The cover tube is missing. Looks like it's coming apart on the side there. And also
part of the pinion, I believe, has shredded off too. Well, I was gonna show you why it wasn't working, but you can see the airline comes in. There's supposed to be a copper line in there, and this differential is coming apart. I'm not sure what the deal is yet, but it's not looking good. Oh, that kind of sucks, but good thing that's a strong magnet. It held that piece in place, part of the gear, so it didn't complete shred everything. Wonder how much more carnage we're gonna see once we replace it. Maybe it might be a good time to ditch this ARB air locker while I'm at it. Part of the pinion gear broke off, as you can see right here. So right now I got the skull absorbing the soles from the differential. I just got her jacked up there. I'm gonna spin the tire over. I got the differential and the transfer case in neutral. About parts for the air locker, but I'm having regrets now because I should have maybe possibly held off. It'd be good time to ditch this and go to aux locker. No offense, ARB, but I'm gonna find on the pinion where it's broken and show you. All right, so I'm gonna shine. Maybe you can focus in there, but hopefully you can see on the pinion there. You can see the bearing where it's shot. Typically, you wouldn't be able to see the bearing except for the piece where it's broken off. Now, if you listen carefully, yeah, it doesn't sound too good. Looks like we're gonna be doing some wheel studs on this side too. I noticed they're a little bit stretched when I had the tires off a little while ago, but good thing the old Milwaukee high torque impact had enough juice to bust that one off. Well, the axle's gonna come out now anyway, so no better time than the present to fix that up. Oh, I thought it was a 19 mil. Guess I'm wrong. So it's an 18 mil. I don't want to go through, screw the light. I don't want to go through all the hassle of removing the sway bar link, so gonna do the old rubber mallet and a wrench trick to get those free enough. And once I have it free enough, I can get a ratchet wrench on it. Because I'm gonna get the Tecton Mini in there. Thought I had a longer one. Apparently that's not the case. But at least these bad boys are coming out. No, Daddy, no. All right, whole brake assembly's off, and I got a wire here because whoops, these aren't gonna be going anywhere for a while. Okay, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Try this again. There goes the light. I don't think this wants to come off too easy. Doms, are you gonna come and cuddle? Is that what you're gonna do? Yeah, I know, Doms. You love to cuddle. I know it's a cold and rainy snow day, and you just want to cuddle up to your human and steal all his heat, and don't you? Because you're so loved, you are. Doms, There's no kitties outside. It's raining, it's snowing, it's gross. You will melt, Doms. You will melt away. You will. Doms. Doms, what are you doing? Are you just gonna eat grass or do you want to go inside? It's pretty gross out there. Doms.
Blows my mind that there's snow on the ground a couple days ago. I had shorts on. I was getting a suntan today. And yesterday was gross. And now let's continue this. Looks like that skull has absorbed a lot of oil. Empty that out. Gonna try to get that ABS sensor out first, but I am going to leave the wire attached is what I'm gonna do, hopefully. Just gonna spray some WD-40 in there. See if I can work it out, because I don't want to break it. These things aren't cheap. There we go. There we go. I just kind of gently pry it on it. So I'm not sure what's going on with this ABS sensor. It doesn't matter which way I try to orientate it. It doesn't seem like it wants to come out, so I'm not gonna fight with it. I'm just gonna bust the bolts free. If it breaks, it breaks. The shit show's already begun. Just let her fucking rip. Just taking them all off by hand because they're so corroded. I don't want to damage that flange with these studs because they're just pressed in. And if you get them to spin, you're going to be hating life. Same with this upper one. Get a short stubby in there. So I got the slide hammer, which will work out good. I just need to put some nuts on loosely. Splines look pretty good. Bearings don't. Well, it's one side done. Gonna do the other side. The bearings and seal will have to be replaced just because the differential got chewed up there. So no sooner than I rebuilt the carrier section, probably reused the axle bearings, they would fail. Splines look pretty good. However, it's the driver's side I'm a little bit concerned about because one of the shims is sticking out, so I need to get this axle out. I did get the ABS sensor free. I used a chainsaw file because that hole was all full of rust and corrosion. So now from the back side, if I wanted to get that back in there, it's gonna call me a liar now. Maybe it would help if I was putting it in right. There you go. There you go. Now it goes in and out easy. So if you're looking for a slide hammer, I've had this kit for a number of years and it's worked awesome for so many different types of jobs, and it's saved my butt huge. There we go. There we go. You think if I stare at it long enough, it'll heal and I can just put it back together? Three-quarters is the size. And one thing you want to look at, I don't know if you can see, but the bearing end caps are machined, so it is stamped accordingly. And this is where the sadness comes out when I remove those bearing caps and pry that differential out and see what the damage is. If it's too much, I think I'm just gonna get an aux locker. Not a fan of the ARB. Sorry, ARB. You make great products. I just don't like your air locker setup. The aux locker setup is way better, but that is my opinion. But anyways, let's get this out. You can see some carnage, and then you can definitely see where the pinion broke, and we'll get a better view of that later on. There's part of the shims hanging in. I think those are the ARB shims. You can see some of the broken pinion. I still got to pull that out, do an inspection. As of right now, need new bearings for that. Need a rebuild kit for this. I think the locker is rebuildable. I discovered what the issue was, what caused all this, but I'm not going to discuss it in this video. We're going to discuss it in the next, and I'm going to see if you guys can figure it out by looking at it by the next video. So here is the air locker pulled out. Doesn't seem as bad as I thought, because I did order this whole piece right here. I haven't took it apart any further, but that's where that copper tube would have been. But, and then there's this top piece here, but if you got a keen eye, you'll be able to see what possibly went wrong. This ring gear is actually in pretty good shape. It's unfortunately that you can't use it again because the pinion and the ring gear are matched, but it is what it is. I think it's time to shut her down. Oh, shut her down. It's a sad day. I was expecting... Actually, I didn't know what to expect. Having that pinion broke off, or the pinion tooth broke off, is definitely not what I want to expect. There is a whole nother world here of getting this axle rebuilt, fixed, set back up. I got the ARB locker out. I got the part that's destroyed. I actually ordered that part because in an earlier video, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I ordered both just in case, like seals and that, just in case that something happened along the way. So now it's just a matter is I got the manual for it. I need to see what I need, possibly extra from parts, and I'm probably going to order them from East Coast Gear Supply. That's where I got the first order of the parts from, because I think it's salvageable. I was actually looking forward to buying an aux locker, but I really don't want to spend like $1,500 now if this ARB is just going to be a simple fix. I don't like, in my opinion, the way the air locker setup is on the ARB. I like the aux locker setup better, but I will use what I have and utilize it. But we'll see if I can get it working. If I can't get it working, I might have to bite the bullet and maybe just order a new locker. If if I get the parts and it's too damaged, so to speak. So, because you never know, right? Like, I'm not going to say what I found would happen. I'm going to talk about that in the next video. But everything that did broke off, getting meshed in the gears, and then all that fine metal turns into powder and it wears apart. So there might be more issues down the road. But motherfucking beer time. I want to thank you guys for watching. In the next video, I'm going to explain what I think what happened. Maybe you guys could saw what is missing or what isn't missing or what isn't there. But I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.